Hi, my name is Jenny. I'm also part of Paradigm Spark. And for this episode of Insights Talk, we have a very special guest. Her name is Geraldine, and
Hi.
we're going to be asking her some questions. So, for the first part, do you want to briefly kind of introduce yourself?
Sure.
Yeah.
So my name is Geraldine. I come from France. I actually come from the south of France, a city called Marseille, which is located in the southeast. It's the city I grew up in. I was born and raised there. And then eventually I moved to Paris for university for 5 years. And then after I graduated from a master in history, so at that time I didn't speak English, wanted to travel, so applied for a working holidays visa and moved to Canada. And that was in 2014 and spent a whole year. And that's when I actually discovered specialty coffee, which is funny because before that I did not drink coffee at all.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
So, and then discovered, specialty coffee here in North America. So when I first moved to Canada, I moved to Ottawa. And at that time, I really wanted to learn English. But everyone speaks both languages there. So every time I was trying to say something in English, people would just be like, hey, are you French? And then just start speaking French.
So when you were in Quebec, did you work at any cafes or?
When I was in
Ottawa, sorry.
Ottawa? Yeah, no, I didn't. I stayed there for 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, I knew that it wasn't for me. Yeah,
I see.
yeah. So I was staying in an Airbnb, and I met someone who used to live in Calgary and told me, hey, if you absolutely want to be in a city where no one speaks French, you should just go to Calgary, and it's really nice. The mountains are very close. So that's how I ended up moving to Calgary. And I didn't work actually in coffee the first time I was living in Canada. I just went to coffee shops and moved back to France, stayed 2 years. And after 2 years, I kind of wanted to come back because I kind of missed it. And I just wanted to try again. And after discovering specialty coffee here in Canada in 2014, I kind of knew at that time that I wanted to switch and not work in history anymore and work in coffee. And when I came back to France, I was like, hey, this is what I want to do. And, so I worked as a barista in Paris for a year. And then when I moved back here, 2017, I got the opportunity to work for Monogram Coffee. And I've worked for them for, it's going to be 5 years in July. Next July. I know.
Wow, you worked for them since you came.
Yeah, basically I came back in 2017 and then a couple weeks later I applied, got the job and just loved my job. So still here. It wasn't planned, but
Wow.
It just happened. Somehow I really liked the lifestyle, and I'm still here after all these years. So here we go.
So I know you recently started roasting this year. Did it kind of match what you expected it to be like, or?
I would say yes and no. I think that it is mostly what I was expected, except that it's a little bit more difficult than I thought. In a way that it's a very, very physical job. You have to move bags that are 60 or 70 kilograms, which is pretty heavy. But other than that, that's something that I've been really enjoying so far. It's still pretty stressful because I'm very new at it. It's been only 4 months. But so far it's been a great experience. I think I still feel that I learn a new thing every day.
Yeah.
So that's awesome for sure.
Yeah, I was really happy to see you because you came in and I recognized you from the competition in Montreal when I volunteered. Yeah. I was like, Geraldine is working here. So I was really excited.
It all happened very fast.
Yeah.
The opportunity came up and I just was, sure, I should try. I should apply and then see how that goes. And it happened. So I'm very happy about it, for sure. Yeah.
So I know roasting, you have to taste coffee obviously roast coffee. There's certain aspects of coffee that you continuously have to learn and engage in. Like, which part is your favorite? Like tasting or roasting or?
They all work together. I think that when you're a roaster, it is important to know how to taste coffee, obviously. And I think to have a full understanding of it, you need to know how to make coffee. But I would say maybe making coffee, and it's just because it's my comfort zone, because I've been barista for 5 years. So I just think that I'm so used to it that it makes me feel, very comfortable, relaxed. I know what I'm doing, basically. So I would, but ask me again in like a year or two, and then maybe my answer will be different.
Yeah, maybe we'll ask you to come next year and see how it's going for you.
Yeah.
So about that, like brewing coffee, like what makes you like it so much compared to the
I think it's somehow I found it very relaxing when I make coffee for myself. I'm not saying when you make coffee in a coffee shop, that's definitely different, but it's kind of relaxing. It's, it's your own time. And then you get rewarded. You brew coffee and then you get to drink it. And I think I really enjoyed the whole process of it, how making tiny adjustments can actually impact the taste in your cup. So I think it's that whole process that I really enjoy.
No, I totally agree with you. That's my favorite part too. It's between that and tasting coffee.
Yeah.
Sorry, David, I'm roasting coffee too.
Yes.
But, brewing coffee.
It'll come. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll come.